Module 3, Lesson 16's objective is to reason about and explain arithmetic patterns using units of 0 and 1 as they relate to multiplication and division. Problem 1 simply says complete. All you need to do is fill in the missing number for each equation. Problem A, 4 times 1 equals blank. This means 4 groups of 1. We could draw it out if you found it necessary. Here's 4 groups, and there's 1 in each group. So 4 groups of 1 is 4. Anything times 1 is itself. Now, what would 4 groups of 0 look like for item B? Here are my 4 groups again, and I'm putting nothing inside of each group. So 4 groups of nothing is nothing. Anything times 0 is 0. Item C, how many groups of 1 would equal 5? Well, let's find out. Here's 1 group of 1, 2 groups of 1, 3 groups of 1, 4 groups of 1, 5 groups of 1. 5 groups of 1 equals 5. Remember, anything times 1 equals itself. What about with item D? Blank divided by 5 equals 0. Well, if you divide something by 5 and end up with 0, the only possible choice that could be is 0. If you have 0 groups and you divide it 5 ways, that's not possible because 0 groups divided by 5 ways is 0. Now you go ahead and finish items E through L on your own. If you need to draw it out, you may. Otherwise, maybe you can remember that anything times 1 equals the original number or itself. And anything divided by or multiplied by 0 is 0. Now let's look at problem set 2. Match each equation with its solution. This set of problems shows equations on the left that are drawn on an easel and answers on the right that are drawn on markers. First, we need to solve the equation on the left. So let's start with 9 times 1 equals W. We know that 9 groups of 1 falls in the rule that anything times 1 equals itself. Maybe I don't know how to remember that rule very well because it's new to me. If that's the case for you, you could draw it out. You could draw 9 groups, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and put 1 in each group. If you find that necessary, feel free to do that. But until then, if drawing is necessary, do so. Otherwise, try to remember that anything times 1 is itself. So 9 times 1 is 9. When you draw your line from the easel to the marker, make sure you draw a nice, smooth line with no curly cues. Otherwise, your teacher will have a hard time following your line and perhaps mark your problem wrong. Now let's look at the next one. W times 1 is 6. What was that rule I said? Anything times 1 is itself. Well, if this 6 is itself, then W has to equal 6. 6 groups of 1 equals 6. Again, I'll draw a nice smooth line to the marker that says W equals 6. Now what about the next easel? 7 divided by W equals 1? Well, if I had 7 items and I wanted each person to get 1, how many people or how many groups would I need? Let's try that. Each person gets 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I had 7 items. Each person got 1. How many people were there, or how many groups were there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, so W in this case is 7. 7 divided up by 7 is 1. Again, I'm going to draw a nice smooth line. All right, the last 3 are up to you.